So major news today, guys, in the markets where the mortgage interest rates just dropped to their lowest level in 12 months, okay? I mean, just a week ago, they were 1% higher, and there's a lot of opportunities that brings, okay? But they're only opportunities if you take advantage of them. So let's just recap right now what happened. So I started hearing this morning that in the futures that when you start talking about the stock market, the futures and everything were absolutely drastically dropping, that in Japan, their market dropped by 12.4%, which, guys, is nutty. Like, that's absolutely nutty. And there's a lot of things that brought this on, but it also brings on opportunity. Last week we got an abysmal jobs report, which I think caught everybody off guard because all we've been hearing is jobs are good, jobs are good, jobs are good. And then we got this abysmal jobs report, and it just kind of threw into chaos everything. And then everybody expected that the Federal Reserve was going to lower rates because they are at the highest level they've been in 2 decades. And once again, like they've done over and over and over again, they took a little chapter out of Braveheart, and they said, hold, and said they're not going to lower them. And so you started taking all this stuff together, and the markets responded today. And the stock market dropped to in one day, the quickest and most that it has dropped in one day since COVID was announced. I want you all to think about that for a second. Like, all of you are going about your day today and there's no big deal. It's just a normal day. The markets responded to today in the same way as when COVID was announced. Like, I'm just going to let you guys let that soak in a little bit as far as how people are feeling right now. But this brings some opportunities, when an interest rate drops to just above 6%, which I remember the day when, it went up to 6% and everybody lost their collective minds. And, now it goes down to just above 6% and everybody loses their collective minds, but in a good way. But when an interest rate drops by almost 1% in 1 week, that brings millions, not thousands, that brings millions of buyers into the marketplace. And so that's a really big deal. And so this brings on some opportunity here because we don't know. This has happened before, and we don't know if the rate's just going to go right back up. Is it going to stay? Is it going to go down? We don't know. All we know is what we have right now, right? What's that song? We've Got Tonight. We know right now. We know right now it dropped. We know right now it's available. We know right now is a great time to refinance. I think the 15-year actually fell to about 5.5 or 5.4, somewhere in there. Great time to refinance. Great time to buy if you're thinking of purchasing. But more importantly, too, if you're a seller and you're on the fence and you're thinking about selling, you're about to have millions of buyers enter the marketplace and start looking because of this rate drop. And so you have to think about that kind of stuff. You have to take advantage of opportunities like that. And if you're an agent, I know that we don't love to follow up, but my God, anybody who's been on your list the last year, buyer, seller, whatever it is, this is an opportunity right now. Rates went down. You could have more demand with the buyers. And so you need to use this as an opportunity to be reaching out to every single potential buyer and seller that you've talked to in the last 2 to 3 years who didn't do something because of the current situation, okay? And so I say it all the time, opportunities are opportunities because everyone doesn't recognize them. And at the same time, we need to understand that they're only opportunities if you take advantage of them. So lowest rate situation in over a year, biggest stock market drop since COVID was announced, proving once again, as much as I love the stock market, guys, because I like to have fun, but that's just what it is. It's fun money. This is why real estate will always be the bigger, the better investment, the superior investment, because you will never see a house drop like this in a day based on emotion or based on fear. And I'm sure it'll come back around, guys. The market always does, and it better because I got a lot of money in there too. But at the same time, guys, housing once again proves why it's the better investment. Long-term, short-term, whichever way you want to go. So get off the fence. Buyers, sellers, agents, make some phone calls, make some text messages, make some emails, I don't know about make some emails. That sounds weird, but send some emails. Opportunity is here, guys. Don't miss it.